What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Friday Ricky Dred, and this is news from the 6th for June 17th, 2022. And in news today, the certified lover boy Drake drops a certified surprise album by the name of Honestly Never Mine, as well as Akademiks has a smear campaign going on against them with allegations of underage, different types of things that are going on that, we can't mention on YouTube. So let's start with the news. Now, before we start this, do me a favor, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to share this video, and make sure to smash that like button so this video gets pushed up in the algorithm, all right? Share, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and put on the notification bells so you'll be getting more videos like this one. But let's get into the news. Now, Drake has just dropped a new album at midnight. The album called Honestly Never Mine was a surprise album. There was no notification from any of the blogs, any of the news outlets out there. Just a few hours before, Drake let the people know via his Instagram page, as well as the rest of the OVO crew, and out the blue, the album dropped at midnight. He did do a radio show via the Night Owl Radio that he on Sirius Radio that he did an hour before, where he spoke to the people, he previewed a few songs, and then they got into the album at midnight. Now, the album, for a surprise for a lot of people who were expecting some bars, expecting Drake to respond to people and get really spicy on this one, Drake decided to take a different direction with this one, and he decided to drop a house music album. Now, the beat bed on, let's say, 95% of this album is all 4-on-the-floor type drums, house music, after hours type vibe, and it's going to be something a little bit different for the fans to digest. Now, for me, as an old school house music after hours head, I really appreciate this album. I think that all the songs are dope. In total, there is 14 songs on here with the intro. That the intro is only like 36 minutes long, or 36 seconds long, my bad. And there's only about 2, maybe 3 rap songs on here. Now, one of the rap songs on here is Sticky. It is a rap song, however, he is rapping on a electronic style, more of a housey type beat, but spits some fire lyrics. And then the last song on the album, Jimmy Cooks, featuring 21 Savage, is a straightforward, more traditional style of rap song that you're usually used to from Drake. But as far as the rest of the album, this is the type of album that a lot of his songs that he does for R&B, the way that they get remixed and then put inside of all of the EDM clubs and the after hours and stuff like that, he basically made the remix for you so you don't have to do the house music remix. And, from what I'm hearing from the songs and from the content of the songs, it's a lot of subject matter, what it seems to be on one girl. So I suggest that y'all go check out this album. If you're a real Drake fan, you'll be able to take it in and, listen to the album and try to see what direction that Drake is going with this one. He definitely tried something different. And as far as some of my favorite tracks on this album so far, I really like Current. I really like Calling My Name. And, I'm going to be taking it a little bit longer. This is a news report that's dropping this morning, so obviously we need a little bit more time to digest the album, but I'll be getting back to y'all back on the podcast, on the We Love Hip Hop podcast or 6 Views Uncut, with a little bit more of my analysis, all right? But next story. Now, in our last story here, DJ Akademiks seems to be under fire right now from a smear campaign, or what seems to be a smear campaign, with some videos or some released audio from an old stream that he did back in 2012 or 2013, I think. And, at first this stream was released by college kids. It was going around on the internet for about a year or so without getting any real traction. And now the rest of the blogs have picked it up. It's popped up on all the other major blogs, and this smear campaign is starting to make it look like Akademiks seems to be into underage kids. Now, the clip itself, which I'll play right now.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's gonna get this dick.
Now, from what you're hearing in this clip here, it makes it sound like, from the time when he was in college, and, people in college are from like 17 to 21, that him himself didn't care if the person was 17 or not, as long as they had a college ID. Now, Akademiks did have his own stream where he did explain this in more length, and he did play the whole clip and explained how it could have been a smear campaign that has been mounted by college kids who have been in a back and forth with him for a multitude of years. For a little bit of background knowledge for the people who don't know over here on News from the Six, college kids and Akademiks came up around the same time. They both started their blog pages, and College Kids was the first ones to start covering the Chirac or the war on Chirac. They didn't call it that exactly, but they were doing a lot of extensive Chicago coverage way back when Chief Keef and those guys were first getting popular. Now, Akademiks, being the person that he is and the personality that he is, when he started covering the war on Chirac, he made it way more popular, way more people started tuning into him, and from there, this is where it seemed that the dissension started. Now, the college kids eventually bought the DJ Akademiks or Akademiks.com, I guess as a slight to try to get back at Akademiks. But as you can see over the years, Akademiks has rose to prominence, and we're only now hearing about college kid now that they've been having a little bit more beef with Akademiks. Now, rest in peace to one of the college kids, because this is a twin duo that was running a blog page, media websites, pretty much what we're doing over here. It was a set of guys, two twins, and one of them passed earlier this year due to COVID-related types of causes. Now, since then, Akademiks was sympathetic at first, but when hearing that, one of his last words, the college kid's last words was, or tweets, was against Akademiks, he continued to get petty and spin the block. What I'm thinking right now, there's been a whole bunch of things going on with the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case, and Akademiks is about to break some really, really big news. He announced this via his Instagram page, and he's been talking about on his streams how he's going to be bringing some really, really big news that's going to be affecting, I guess, the opinions or the public opinions on this Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case. And right before that, that's when the recording started picking up steam. Now, let me know what you think about this in the comments right here. Do you think that from these recordings that you've heard, as well, whether it's from the snippets or whether it's from the more extended version, that Akademiks is playing with that type of playing in those types of directions, or are you rolling with Akademiks? You know what I'm saying? Chat niggas for life. All right. I'll be able to put a link in the description to all the different audios, as far as the short version and the long version from Akademiks' King Akademiks page. So hit the links in the description, and then let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I got for news today. Let me know what you got for any other news stories that you want to hear from us over here at News from the Six. And let me know about these two news stories that we just covered right here. What do you think of this new Drake album? What is one of your favorite songs on the album? Let us know in the comments below. Do you think that he took a good direction by going in and doing a house music type of album? Or should he be sticking to the traditional type of Drake styles that you're used to? All right. Hit me up on my social media platforms at Friday Ricky Dred, that's DRED, for everything else We Love Hip Hop related. Hit us up on our website, welovehiphop.ca. And if you want to book some time over here for an event or to do any kind of creations or a podcast, hit us up, Visionary Art Center on Instagram. This is News from the Six, where we hit you with that real Toronto shit, and I'm off this. Deuces.